Hey folks, so in this video we are going to be taking a look at various problems I see coming up with a works cited page. So in this first example we have a few errors that need to be corrected. One, the works cited label is incorrect because it's in italics, it has quotes, and it does not say works. So let's get that fixed up. First, we get rid of the italics. Let's get rid of the quotation marks. And let's make sure this says works. Okay, next. Each entry is in single space with an extra space in between. Now, removing the extra space in between paragraphs might be because there's a hard return in between or because the paragraph spacing is off. So here, the paragraph spacing is good. Notice how it's 0 point before and after. If you need to review that video, please do so. So what we have going on here is we have an extra return or a paragraph being entered in between these entries. That's not the way it's supposed to be doing. So I think some people get confused that double spacing means that there's that space in between stuff, but that is not the case. So let's highlight all of this stuff and get it into the proper double spacing. And here it is. Next, what we have is hanging indent is not happening. So we can highlight the entries, press Control T to get our hanging indent. Now this looks like a proper works cited page. Let's take a look at the next example. This comes up every once in a while where the entries are in like outline format with either bullet points or numbers or something like that, and that is just not the case. That is never a requirement. So to get rid of that, make sure it's clicked on None. Then we got other basic problems with it's not in double spacing, and there's no hanging indent. So Control 2 for double spacing, and then we can get our hanging indent. There we go. That is a good looking works cited page. The next one's a little trickier because this often comes up as well. So first off, this is not in double spacing, so let's get that double spacing so we can maybe see what's going on here. So here, each entry has the normal indentation as opposed to the hanging indent. So the ways we can fix this is come to each line and get rid of the tab that was used to indent the top one. Or every once in a while, there's the default setting. Up along here at the ruler, these arrows, these little triangles here, sometimes this top one is indented and the bottom one is not, and we need to be able to fix that up. Then if we use our hanging indent, that just brings everything flush in, and that's not the case. We need to have the hanging indent. So let's take a look at that again. So every once in a while we get to see this, where the top line is indented and the bottom line is not. And to be able to fix that, let's highlight our entries and let's make everything flush along with the margin here. The margin is in gray and the active area is in white. So we get that lined up, and then we can use our Control T to get the hanging indent, or we can manipulate it by dragging this bottom one to the ½ inch mark. Okay, and that's how we fixed up some works cited pages. Now they look good.